Okay guys, so I want to talk to you guys about the conclusion of the Wano arc. And what I mean by the conclusion is not the final battle between Kaido, what comes after that. Because if it plays out how I think it's going to in my mind, it's going to be pretty interesting. And what's inspired this video is it's the One Piece chapter 974. And the very last panel we get Luffy, Kid and Law all teaming up to take, to go ahead and fight the Beast Pirates and go ahead and take on Kaido. Similar to Sabaody, we get this trio of these three great characters all teaming up to do something. But if it plays out how I think it's going to in my mind, they're going to get the job done, they're going to beat Kaido, but then there's going to be a betrayal from either Law or Kid, obviously against Luffy, the main guy that we follow. I think one of these guys is going to betray Luffy in a big way. Now, we'll take a look at how Law could betray Luffy, in my mind anyway. All this is just theory and speculation, but I have a theory that Law is a Marine. And if you look at some things in his backstory, it's the fact that Corazon, the guy who took him under his wing, the fact that he was a secret Marine, the fact that the way Law became a warlord is kind of shrouded in mystery, the 100 hearts that he brought to the harbour, did they really come from pirates or was they from somewhere else? There just seems to be a lot of mystery around Law, and I think, like I say, his backstory with Corazon and the fact that he was a secret Marine leads me to believe that Law himself could be a secret Marine. And I think it'd be a pretty good twist to, Law, if all of a sudden at the end of the Wano arc he's like, I'm sorry Luffy, but I'm a Marine, I've got to arrest you or whatever. I think that, it'd be a great twist for the character. And obviously, because Law's one of the most beloved characters in One Piece, to see him go from an ally and a good guy, or a good guy to Luffy, to then become a bad guy as in he's a Marine, I think it'd be pretty interesting. Part of my theory on Law is that he's part of the Sword Division, and it's just something interesting and new. It's another layer to the many layers of One Piece, so yeah, look out for that one, guys. So the Kid betrayal might be a little bit more obvious considering he's like the bad boy of the pirates. Obviously all pirates are bad guys, but they kind of emphasize that he's really a bad guy. And he's not afraid to go ahead and challenge people like Shanks and stuff like that, and even going ahead and trying to challenge Kaido. But basically they always kind of seem, or Oda always kind of seems to, is teaming Luffy and Kid up. So it's kind of like, I feel like we're supposed to get the idea of, Kid is slowly becoming somewhat of a good guy, or maybe he's going to become an ally to Luffy. The amount of times that they've teamed up now, on odd occasions, Sabaody, the prison, and now they're joining up to take on Kaido or whatever. But basically, I feel like Oda's setting us up, he's getting us used to Kid being about and being friendly, and then all of a sudden, bam, he's going to stab Luffy in the back. Now, I think Kid is going to get his revenge on Kaido for what he did to Killer, and he's going to use Luffy and Law to do it. But I think, when all that's said and done, I can see him turning on and attacking Luffy. But, let's be honest, would that really be a surprise the way Kid's being portrayed? I mean, like I say, at the moment he's a good guy kind of working with Luffy and Law. But when all's said and done, is he still going to be like, oh yeah, let me take a VV card and I'll go on my way, I'll be part of the Straw Hat Alliance? I doubt it. Kid's got his own plans and ambitions, and why wouldn't he? Just think, after a battle with Kaido, everyone's probably going to be at the weakest. So why wouldn't Kid take advantage of that and take out someone who's also looking for the One Piece, like himself? And I think Kid also, he wants to be the Pirate King and all that jazz, so why wouldn't he take the opportunity while he's there with Luffy? And Luffy's obviously, I imagine he's going to be in a weak state, so why wouldn't he take that opportunity to take him out? But also on the flip side of things, and this might not go well so long with Law being a Marine, but also Kid, he could take out Law. Like I say, Law is one of the most beloved characters in One Piece. How would you guys feel if at the end of the Wano arc, Kid turned on Law and Luffy and he killed Law? A lot of people suspect Law's going to die in the Wano arc because of the thing with his heart and stuff like that. I don't know about that, but I could definitely see Kid turning on him and killing Law. I mean, that'd be just as shocking as him turning on Luffy. I mean, if he did turn on Luffy, he obviously wouldn't kill him, and I can't imagine that Kid would kill any of the Straw Hat members. So Law becomes, unfortunately, he becomes the scapegoat for the story progressing, and he dies setting up Kid as a big bad villain, which I think it would. Okay, so this just popped into my mind as I was listening to this video back. it could just so happen that Kid does kill Luffy and Law has to give up his heart to save Luffy. Now, as I was listening to this video back, like I say, that just popped into my mind, and it's just obviously another interesting layer. We know that Law has the ability to save someone's life by giving up his own. If Luffy dies, could Law bring him back by sacrificing himself? I don't know why he'd do it, but it's a possibility. Anyway, getting back to the video. And in my opinion, I'd rather see Kid as a villain than an ally, sorry. You know, to me, that's more interesting. Although I do like the Kid character, and I think he's an interesting character, and I would like him to be an ally to some degree. But more than anything, I'd like to see him be a big bad villain. You know, imagine he takes out Law, and then obviously Luffy would be upset about that, and then it'd just be more interesting when we see Kid again in the future. If Kid does the turn on Luffy and Law, obviously in particular Luffy, I don't think Kid will be the next big bad villain of the so we go from Wano to the Kid arc. I don't think that'd be it. I think he'd come back into the story, you know, 100 episodes later or whatever. You know how Oda likes to space things out, so you know, we can get the betrayal at the end of the Wano arc, go through another arc or two, and then, you know, he pops back up and we all still hate him, obviously. I think that'd be a great way to hate Kid, you know, because at the moment people like him, and don't get me wrong, I like him too. I think he's probably one of the best designed characters in my opinion, and he's a great character in general. I mean, going up and fighting Shanks, just that alone, you know, it gains a lot of respect from the fans and things like that. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who do you think, if anyone, is going to turn on Luffy at the end of the Wano arc? Do you think it's more likely to be Law? Do you think he's a Marine? Or do you think Kid is going to, you know, show his true colours? Which we all, to be honest, we all know that he's a bad guy, right? So, you know, let me know, what do you guys think? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and if you like this video, like and subscribe.